Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. I am your host, Teresa Lawrence. We return with our conversation with Joe Rockey. And in our last segment, it's all about what's next. So, Joe, tell me, what are you excited about now? What are you working on now? And let's see.
So I can't get into specifics because there's NDAs involved, which I'm sure it happens a lot. But we have some really big events coming up that the commonality between all of them is that they have a lot of supporters, but they haven't really figured out how to connect with their run-of-the-mill supporter. They can connect with the ultra wealthy one, and they're very good at that. But in terms of getting regular feedback and income and attention from their run-of-the-mill supporter, they're not that great, to be totally blunt. And we're stepping into that space and creating magnificent events that are creating pride, passion, and profits. And it is so remarkable. I mean, we're making millions upon millions of dollars for organizations that could really use millions upon millions of dollars. I guess every organization could. It doesn't matter whether, whatever you are, who's going to say no to a couple of million. But these are so fun. These are, we're doing these in all three of the major oceans, the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, and then obviously the Pacific. And they are just magnificently fun events. And, they're so passion driven and they're making.
Oh, here's a question for you. So do the cruises run year round, or is it based around the calendar year? No, it's.
Oh no, I mean, they're all on cruises, but yeah, no, they run year round. So normally what happens, like to give an example, when all the hurricanes roll into Florida and the Caribbean, those ships just go to the Mediterranean. Those ships still exist. They're just used somewhere else. And we play accordingly to what the supply and demand is. And like I said, that I have so much fun knowing that not only am I creating a magnificent event that ends up with pride, passion, and profits, but I'm helping amazing people along the way. And I'm helping for some of these people I'm a supporter of already. And I'm able to give this extra juice to. That's what's going on in my life. And I apologize, I can't name drop. I really want to.
No, that's okay. So, and so let's go back to a forthcoming book. Are you working on that?
Yes, we have a couple of different books in the ways. What I really tried to accomplish with Casino Sales Master was showing that 90% of the people who are doing sales are doing it completely wrong because they're trying to use someone to get to an end. You're not getting off this car lot until I get my commission, that type of thing. And that's so wrong. So that was the goal of that to try to accomplish. And what I'm trying to figure out how to write in the next one and try to figure out the right ways of presenting it to the current AI obsessed world, which is the way you treat your employees matters vastly more than how productive they are. And that is the thesis of what's going into the book that we're currently writing. And it's been a fun and interesting journey. I've changed the title a number of times yet, so I don't even know what that's going to end up being yet, but I do know that is the essence of it. That relationship that the business creates with the employees is vastly more important than the production that your employees give you in return.
I so resonate with that. So this is my thesis. Happy people are happy workers. So if they enjoy what they're doing, they're going to work, and you're not going to have to bother them to produce good work because they are going to enjoy being there. And if you develop a team, a true team, that team will work together. And it's not time driven. It's simply they're having so much fun and they're so goal driven that productivity goes through the roof. That's why I dress people like butterflies in corporations.
I think this is why we work so good. So because we're on the same page about that core element, because it's so true. And just think about, like, close your eyes and think about this. Whatever boss you had that was the worst boss ever, I can guarantee you something is true. The top 5 things that motivate you as an employee do not overlap with their top 5. And the bosses that you love the most had the most overlap. And if you can create a way without becoming fake and changing your own personality, but use resources around you to be able to hit upon motivations that your employees will love and desire, even if they're not in you innately, they will love you for providing it. And I think that's why when you asked me in the very beginning of the show, what's my favorite business? It's the cruises. Because they, no matter what drives a person, competitiveness, providing for my family, having experiences, I get to give that even if your boss has never once asked you about your wife or kids.
Okay, and with that, how do people get a hold of you?
Oh, sure. It's Elite Business Cruises. So elitebusinesscruises.com.
And I'm going to say that again, elitebusinesscruises.com. And with that, Joe, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate your time. I want to share with everyone that the Trueness Project, we're not going on a cruise, but we are going to Nepal, and we're going to the birthplace of Buddha, and that's happening in August. And we were just invited to a beautiful monastery to pray with the monks and to meditate, and so we're excited about that. So if you're interested in joining us for that, please get a hold of me at Teresa@truenessproject.org. And once again, Teresa@truenessproject.org. And with that ends our podcast. Joe, thank you again. It has been a pleasure. And everybody listening, this man is so good. He's so good as a consultant. He's just a good guy. So go work with him and go cruise with him. And with that, peace. Bye.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.